Got the boy Trouser. You ready to feed him?
Yeah, he's trying to do something. He's like, let me out. He smells that thing.
Oh, yeah, he's ready for that mouse.
He bites me. It's like,
You don't bite, dude. He's friendly.
I hear you.
Okay, oh, like that. Oh, there it is.
Quick.
I didn't expect him to go for it right there.
He did that real quick.
Oh, yeah.
Now he's calm.
What's going on, guys? So we made it back from Maryland yesterday. We had an awesome time down at H-Day. It was a blast for sure. I spent most of today though working on just the daily minivan, because something I didn't even tell you guys, I didn't film any of it, but like when we were going down to the airport, we just had a hell of a day because we went down, or Brent came and picked all of us up in his Accord that had no plates, because that's the only thing that could fit all of us in it. It had like a smashed front end, and so we were mobbing it down. And then right when we left, we get pulled over like 10 minutes into the drive, and it was also like snowing and blizzarding out. And then the cop eventually let us go after like half an hour. He pulled Brent out of the car and talked to him, and
sweet.
Brent came up with something, I don't even know what he said, but we got away with it, and we kept driving. Then we got food, and then we found out that the flight got delayed 15 hours. So then that sucked. Then we had to go all the way back just for no reason. So we got pulled over for no reason that day. And then the next morning, he gets in the Accord again after the cop told him he needed to take it back and park it. And he gets pulled over again, luckily by a different cop. And then he's like, yeah, just park it at your shop and don't drive it again. And then so Brent calls me that morning. We're already like on a time crunch to get over to the airport, and he's like, we gotta take your van because we have nothing else that can fit all of us. And I was like, all right, and I got in the van, but we originally didn't take the van because the brakes were horrible. It just made a really bad grinding noise, and I was like, we can't take the van. But it came down to where we had to take the van, and then literally right as I'm pulling in to the shop, the caliper just explodes and starts leaking brake fluid everywhere. The brakes just go to the floor. And yeah, it wore all the way through the piston and like overextended the caliper. And let's
zoom in on
the piston right there.
That is a steel lip.
Yeah,
right
she's
there.
pretty messed up.
That thing would, like, I gotta be careful not to get cut. And then this is all wore down.
Yeah, so what really happens there? It just overextends and then starts leaking?
This overextended, yeah. And then once it came out, it poured fluid out. But you could see where we're actually wearing the top of the piston away. So
yeah, she got a little messed up.
Yes, the van gets neglected because it's just
the daily. Yeah, the $500 daily that we picked up like over a year ago. It's been going strong, but finally needed some new brake pads, obviously, because I wore all the way through them. But yeah, then it broke down right there. Then we couldn't take the van, so then we ended up taking Jamie's PT Cruiser that he just picked up, and then finally made it to the airport. It took us 4 attempts just to get to the airport, and we had to deal with that 15-hour flight delay, which sucked. So I got out of class today, came over because I left the van here because I couldn't drive it home, obviously, because Brent dropped us off last night. And I've just been running around. I had to drive pretty far to even find a caliper in stock at a auto parts store. And then I went and got that on, got new pads on there. I should probably replace the rotor, but I'm just sending it. The back of it's a little scored up, but whatever, she'll be all right. And yeah, now the van's ready to go. So that was how our day went when we were supposed to leave on, was that Friday? We were supposed to leave Friday. Then we ended up having to leave Saturday
afternoon.
Yeah, that was a day for sure. We went through a lot of crap.
I was like,
dude, what is going on? Yeah, it was worth it.
And it was way worth it.
Yeah, it was way worth it.
Like, whew, that was amazing. Yeah. Very humbling.
It was a good trip. So now, next time we need to go to the airport in the van, we'll make it.
Yeah.
Hopefully, fingers crossed.
What's up?
This is your $500 or $300 truck? $400?
$400. Demo X. There will be video soon.
The new beater?
Demo X.
Alright guys, so we didn't get too much done yesterday, just got those brakes done on the van. And today we are going to be working on the SR20 for the S14. Emilio's over here right now. He's gonna be helping me out for a bit. We just ran to Home Depot and I picked up a new Milwaukee electric ratchet because the other one was broke. And then I also picked up a electric impact as well. Emilio convinced me to buy this thing because he said they're really good. Yeah, this one is rated for like 1,400 foot-pounds of torque. And it's gonna come in handy because we need to bust off that crank pulley bolt, and I don't have an air compressor anymore. So yeah, I just wanted to get an electric impact. This is also gonna be really good for when we go to the track because it will be a lot faster to jack up the car and change out the tires to put the slicks on. And yeah, it's just gonna be nice to have. So I'll pick that up. And right now we're getting ready to pull the head off the SR. We're just kind of watching some YouTube videos and trying to figure out how to get this thing apart. We have a pretty good idea how to do it. Just gotta pull all these little
take these off.
10 mils off, get the chain out of the way, get the cams off. And then we obviously have to get the head studs off, and then we can pull the head off. So we're gonna start tearing into it and seeing if we can get this thing rebuilt by today.
It was low battery. Let's see what it does on low battery. Oh,
damn, dude.
Barely hit the button, bro. Told you, dog.
Easy.
Got it. There's different settings on it right there, or what? Yeah, I think
What, down here? Oh yeah, it's on 3 right now. Maybe that's just like the strength. I'll just leave it on 3.
Oh no, yeah, I think three's the strongest. Damn.
This thing does work.
That thing's nice. Whoa.
Bro.
Luckily, we're taking the whole thing apart.
I do like how the Hondas have all these connected as one thing. It is kind of annoying.
This one?
Yeah. So like grab that last one. Pick it up.
Hold on. This one's still in a little bit. There we go.
Alright. Just bring her over here. Try to keep everything organized. Alright, now what? Do we have to pull
Yeah, they should just
these
pull
out
back.
of the way?
Yeah,
That
it just
some-
pulled back. Go ahead.
Oh. What about this one?
Same
Oh,
thing.
same thing. Sweet.
There you go.
Alright. We can just leave these in place. Oh, yeah, those are sketch. What the hell? It just comes off, dude.
Yeah, just
See, I think it's these things. I know I was watching videos about the SR20s, and these have to be like completely soaked in oil. And you like can't let air get in those, or else they can start. These little guys will start ticking. They'll start making all kinds of noise if you don't soak them in oil. So I'm not sure if you have to like re-soak them,
maybe
like this, or if we can just leave the head like that and it'll be all right. I mean, I don't know if any of the SR guys out there know.
The real way to do it.
Yeah. All the way down's neutral, no half click. It's easy. And then every gear up is the next gear. It's 4-speed. How you like it?
It's nice, man. I just feel like I'm too big for it. So if I
it does look
go
a little
back,
small.
I'm just gonna fucking,
Yeah.
I ain't trying to do all that. Put me on a 250. There's a difference.
It's fun though.
Oh yeah, it is fun.
I love that
This would
thing.
be nice for the track.
Yeah, it's so good to get around. Yeah, dude, we're ready to go.
Yeah, I got it up like a little bit. I'm like, nah, I'm not even gonna try to bust my ass.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just sketch because there's no rear brake at all.
I'm not even gonna try that because if I go too far back,
You're done.
Yeah, I'm done.
You're done.
Put a rear handbrake on and I'll do it again.
So we just got the head off. We just left the intake manifold and turbo manifold still attached to it, and came off pretty easy. Obviously we had to take the head studs out, or in this case it was like just the nuts, because this does actually have ARPs. So that was nice. Came with some ARP head studs, and yeah, so now we just got to start tearing into it more, get all the pistons pulled out, and got to get the crank out of there and start throwing the new stuff in. I don't know if I mentioned this or not already, but I did go and get this crank checked. This is the SR crank we got from Brent. That one is good to go. I just made sure that it was straight and it all checked out. It turns out when I dropped a crank on my other G7X, it was actually this one over here, and it's a K24 crank. And I thought this was the crank for the SR, but it wasn't even that crank. But I still went and got that one checked anyways, and it's ready to go. So this is one that I'm gonna be using for the future build on the MR2. So I will go get that one checked since it did fall over, but won't be needing to mess with that for a while. But yeah, we got the head gasket pulled off already as well. Just had to unhook the oil lines and stuff going to the turbo, and head came off pretty simple. So I just gotta flip her over, pull the crank pulley and all that stuff off, and get the crank out of there, loosen the rod caps. And we're definitely gonna need to remake this oil return when we put it all back together, because that was really ghetto.
I think we're gonna have to take it off for this.
What?
You gotta get this off too for the crank.
Oh yeah, we have to get
pull
these.
The whole block off.
No, I think we can get to those.
Yeah?
Yeah, just take these 10s off and pull that rear main seal out and slide her out of there. But yeah, it's looking pretty clean. The cylinders are in really good shape.
What kind of hammer is that, bro?
I don't know, it's like a hammer axe. I've had this thing forever.
Hatchet.
Going?
Almost.
Got it?
Yeah.
3 more to go. There it is. Go ahead and pull her out.
There she is.
And that's the one that spun. All the others look pretty good.
Yeah, they're real good.
Just one had to let go.
It's always a weak link.
Look at that. You sold me your 240, but you still get to work on it.
Right?
I knew it was hard for you to let that car go. It was an emotional day.
I knew it wasn't gonna be around, you know? I knew it wasn't just gonna
Yeah, you know I wasn't just gonna throw it right back on Craigslist for $3,500 when I bought it for $25.
That would have been messed up there, buddy.
This next day, just gone.
No, I just know you're gonna fucking fix it and drift it. It's gonna be.
Oh yeah. We'll get her going.
Yeah, she's all torn apart now. Just gotta put all the good stuff back in it.
Yep, she needs a good cleaning first though. Gotta scrape off all this silicone and... All right, so we got the block pretty much all the way disassembled. We got the crank pulled out, we got the pistons out, and unfortunately that's as far as we are gonna get for tonight. We need to still clean this thing up before we can start throwing all the nice new parts in. But yeah, we ran out of time because we were kind of dicking around a little bit. We were messing with Emilio's RC car for like an hour, and we couldn't even get it to work, so I'm kind of bummed about that.
Just need
to find your charger. And we were messing around with the pit bike some, and we just went over to PFI. We just got back actually to borrow Brent's ball hone right here, because we're gonna run that through obviously before we put the new pistons and rings in. But we got to get her all cleaned off, and it is starting to get pretty late. So we're gonna be picking up on this thing tomorrow. I have to focus quite a bit on this last month of class just to make sure I get through it. So I'm gonna make sure I go to bed early and just get done with school. Almost done, only a month left. And yeah, so that's where we're at so far. I would have liked to get farther on it, but is what it is. We'll pick back up on her tomorrow.
Man, she looking new.
Get it all this nasty black stuff off you. Makes it so much better.
That's funny as shit. Don't lube my hole, man.
No,
It's
you
good.
never have enough lube, alright?
How's that feel, man? It's good?
Yep. A little tight, maybe a little bit more lube.
No.
It's taking forever, or you're taking forever?
It's a combination of both.
Combination of both, because you have to.
You just say both?
You have to.
Both.
How did you just say both? How do you say both?
Both. That's what you say.
Where's the L in both? It's B-O-T-H, it's both.
Both.
It's not both.
Both.
There's no L.
I'm not saying that.
Just say it 10
You're
times.
saying both. Like a cereal bowl, and then the
Well, I'm saying both. I don't know.
both.
The
Both.
whole time.
What does both mean?
Yeah, what is both?
B-O-T-H. The whole time we've been saying that.
It's B-O-T-H.
Yeah,
Both.
that's what we're saying.
You know how to
Both of you?
both or both?
B-O-T-H.
Oh, I mean, but how do you say it?
Both thing.
Both.
Both.
No.
No, you're doing it wrong, man.
It's the same, dude.
You say it's
Both.
It's
Yeah.
spelled
There's no L.
B-O-T-H.
Say it again.
I agree with you.
Say it
there's
again.
no L. Both.
Let's say it without the L.
Both.
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 Yeah, the both of you right here, right now.
That time you said it right.
Say it again.
I've been saying it like that for the
No.
past 5 minutes.
Say it again.
Just
Both. The
now,
both
now
of
it's
you.
wrong.
What?
Both.
Oh my god.
He said
Literally saying
both.
like it's
I've
spelled
been saying it
B-O.
just like how you guys have been saying it the whole time.
I don't think your ears are working, dude.
Dude, how do you not hear the L you're pronouncing right?
Listen,
Both.
it's both.
Yeah,
Oh.
both.
Say it.
Both.
No.
Both.
There's no L. I don't understand where you're hearing the L.
Both.
They're
I hear
wrong.
L.
You're
Strong
saying
L.
L.
But I'm saying say both and then bowl together. Let's see.
guys keep-
Let's see what it sounds like. Both
Both
and.
and both. That's what you guys are saying. Keep saying.
All right. What do
both
you say?
and both.
How do you say it?
Both. The both of you guys.
And how do you say bowl?
Both.
How do you say bowl?
That's what you guys keep saying.
How do you say bowl? Like I'm packing.
Like bowl.
See, that's different. That's what an L.
I'm saying say bowl.
But then why are you saying bowl instead of bow?
There's no L.
Listen to.
Just say bowl then.
Listen.
How do you say bowl?
Listen, Linda. Listen.
Linda, how do you say bowl?
Linda, listen.
You have the attention span of a squirrel right now.
It's the same.
His attention span of Alfred.
No L.
Just say, oh, both bowls are full of cereal.
Both bowls are bowls.
Stop?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Spell stop.
No, you're changing the topic. We're
STOP.
talking about how you say both.
Yeah, but that's what you guys just did to me.
No, you're doing a riddle. We're trying to make you.
That's not a riddle.
Okay, S-T-O-P.
Okay, spell it twice.
S-T-O-P, S-T-O-P.
Okay, say it 3 times fast.
Stop, stop, stop.
Alright, what did you do a red light?
Go.
At a red light?
See, that's a riddle.
You said go. You're supposed to stop.
I just felt like you were trying to get me, so you fucked me up.
That's what I'm saying.
He just mind fucked me.
No, but that's literally what he's.
Hey, that was good, but at the same damn time, you were saying bowl.
What does E-Y-E-S spell? Say it. Pronounce it.
Yes. I don't get it, man.
What do you use to see with?
What do you use to see with? Now you're messed up. What is E-Y-E-S?
I get it now, man.
Now you did it.
You had
It's
shine
your
some light on
it's
me.
your eyes, bro.
Eyes.
Eyes. You're yes.
I was
Like 2
so
seconds
confused.
ago.
I was seriously so confused.
But back on the other topic, Jeremy says both wrong.
It's okay.
I don't know how he doesn't understand it.
Let everybody
Both.
figure that out.
Yeah, what do you guys think? How do you pronounce both? B-O-T-H. How do you pronounce that? Do you say both or both? There's no L.
This is not up to me.
Both
This is up to
and
everybody.
both.
All right. This
Both
is up
and
to
both.
everybody. Let's see how people say. This guy says $1,000 for.
Show him what he has to do
Doing
for his
it.
$1,000, and he only has 5 tries to do it.
Yeah, that's fair. You have 5 tries
I tried. You just said an hour.
No, we're not gonna wait. It's $1,000. It's a lot of money.
$1,000.
right,
If you can do this within 5 tries,
right, cool.
I'll give you $1,000.
All right, cool.
Ready? All you gotta do is hop over the hose into a foot jam, and then fake you a little bit, 180 out. Go like this.
Oh.
5 tries. I'll give you a
Dude, I
G.
got you.
Just do the damn thing.
All I know is it's way harder than you think it is.
It is way hard.
Shit. I'm not even gonna try
Look, he
it.
was like, bet, I got it. And now look at him, he's scared.
He was like, what?
Look, all his motivation disappeared.
That's one. That's one.
The tire.
That was real close, Jeremy.
It's a razor, dude. This man's gonna knock on my shin.
Ooh.
Oh. Ooh.
Okay.
The endurance got him.
It would be cool if I could just jump over the hose.
All right, cool.
I don't even know if you can just clear that bitch.
Like for me, my skill.
All right, clear it
if I can
first.
clear that hose.
What was that? Did you see that tire flex on the scooter?
Max recommended rider weight.
How much is it,
220 pounds.
Oh, that's perfect. I'm still
Wait,
over
wait.
that.
220, dude.
Oh, wait. It says 220 pounds for normal riding. Only 120 if you're
Stunt?
riding aggressively.
Oh, if you're a stunt driver?
Yeah. And that looks pretty aggressive, so.
Well, you see how I'm pushing the limits of this scooter right now.
All right, so she's all cleaned off. Throw in the mains real quick.
The new news?
We just had to retorque these oil squirters down because we took those out to ball hone it. Just gonna reuse the old thrust washers because we don't have new ones. But these look like they're in still really good shape.
I don't think they have that many miles on them, honestly.
Yeah, they'll be good.
What's that?
The assembly lube.
That's that pre-pre?
Yep.
Whoa, what's that?
It's my new, what are those called? I don't go to the gym.
I don't know. New weights? That thing is kind of heavy,
Like
dude.
the things you curl with. Yeah, it's a
They're gonna roast us for that. We should know that.
Yeah, I should, but whatever.
I don't either.
I just know it's a crankshaft and it needs to go right here. I don't know if you should be filming this, dude. They're gonna be like, yo, why are you using that axe hammer?
The hatchet.
Use a 6.5 rubber mallet orange.
What are they at?
18,000s. They're all set right there.
Perfect.
I'm not even gonna touch them yet.
Nice.
That's for the bottom ring. Oh yeah, these are too tight for sure. The bottom rings were good though. These we have to grind. All right, third one's good. One more, and she'll be ready to go. Then we can throw the rings on the pistons and get this thing put together. Think I can get this ring done first try?
No way.
With my angle grinder. Amelia's been sketched out that I've been using my angle grinder instead of the file. But the file just takes forever. So I just
I don't know, dude.
Tap it up on the edge of the angle grinder.
You're the man if you do it in the first try.
Watch, first try.
Let's see. Perfect?
Perfect, dude.
I don't know, dude.
It's gonna be perfect. You see it?
Yep.
Look at
Oh,
that.
yeah, all
Perfect.
right, dude.
Perfect. No gaps on either side.
That's crazy,
Look at that one.
dude.
There it is, all the way down.
Damn. Professional.
Perfect, dude. First try. Hit me up for that. Custom engine builds. Alright, so we just got all the rings gapped. So now we're just gonna start throwing the pistons onto the rods. So if you guys remember, these are the Eagles we got from Brent. Just some Eagle H-beams. And the piston on top says forward with an arrow, and that just points to the crank pulley, just towards the front of the car. And when you put these on, the rod to the piston, you have to make sure you remember where this little notch is at. And I just called Brent just to double check that the SRs are the same as Hondas, and they are. This notch will just go on the exhaust side of the crank. So when this is in there like that, this is the front of the motor right here, and then the exhaust side is right here, and the intake's over here. So we just gotta make sure that that notch is on there like that, and not flipped backwards. So it just has something to do with the way the engine is rotating. So we're just gonna get these put together, and then we can get the rings on and pop these into the block. And then once you get this C-clip in right here, there's like this little gap, and you want to try to move that out of this notch if you can. Some of ours were really stubborn, so we might just send it with the end of the C-clip still in that gap. I mean, it's really not going to go anywhere, but just to help tighten it that little extra bit, you'd like to try to get the gap out of that groove, because right now the end of the C-clip is in this gap right here, so it can open up just that tiny little bit, but it's not really going to make a difference. So I'll see how many I can get pushed over, but I don't think we're going to be able to get that many because these are really tight in there. All right, so we just got these 3 pistons put into the block. We already have the rod caps tightened onto those. They still need to be torqued down though, but this is the last one that we need to put in. Just gonna slap a bearing on there and lube it up real quick. Done. Just gotta get that one all bolted up, and she's ready to go. Damn, look at that. Look at those shiny new pistons.
You can see right on the piston.
Dude, that's like a freaking dinner plate right there.
It's nice.
Those are mirrors. She done. Just got them all torqued to 42 foot-pounds. Rods are done. These are already torqued. The main caps, we torqued those to 72, I believe. We had to look that up. But yeah, bottom end is pretty much ready to go. Now we just get to start putting everything back together. We're wasting so much time, dude. We should have this motor put together in 2 seconds.
No rush, no rush. Damn, though.
And look at those, dude.
She's ready. Block's all cleaned up.
So,
Got the ARPs on there.
and honestly, as far as assembling the bottom end, it's just like any other motor. It feels just like putting a Honda together. I just don't know about all the exact little bolts and this timing chain stuff. I'm gonna have to learn about that though for a K-series when we turn to one of those. This is the first motor I've ever messed with that has a timing chain. All right guys, so we got the bottom end for the SR pretty much all the way put together, at least as far as the rods and pistons go and the crankshaft. Everything is torqued down, and now we just have to start putting everything back together. Hopefully we got her done right and she holds up, but I think she'll be all right. So this definitely took longer than it should have. We're normally pretty quick about throwing these together, but we literally spent 3 days just to get this motor together. I just haven't had much time during the day with how busy I am with class right now. I only have a few hours a day to work on this thing, and then we spend a lot of that time lollygagging.
We didn't spend 3 days.
Yeah, we really didn't.
Really,
yeah.
it's like maybe, I don't know. What do you
Honestly, we probably have like a solid 3 to 4 hours in it of actual work.
Not much.
Yeah.
You just gotta put that.
We were taking our time. It's nice. Sometimes it's nice not to have to rush the build.
Yeah, everything went together good though.
Yeah, it's looking really nice.
No issues.
So we'll probably start on it tomorrow, start getting stuff thrown back together, and I guess we'll see how far we can get. I would like to get it possibly in the car by the end of this weekend, so we'll see. Maybe fire her up.
Should have everything at least together by tomorrow.
Yeah, I think by tomorrow we should be able to have everything
All we gotta do is put the head
done
on.
and get the transmission on, and
We basically got everything to do it too.
yeah, it's already pretty cleaned up. So we'll just have to get some silicone or gasket maker and reseal up everything, reseal up the oil pan, and yeah, there's still some more things, but the bottom end is pretty much ready to go. So it's gonna be it for this video. This is probably gonna be a pretty long one as well, so hopefully you guys enjoy it. As always, thanks for watching.